I've been following a couple of events that are happening in Kirkland Lake, Ontario, Canada, and it involves the moon and what's going on out at night in the night sky. If you take a look at this moon here, for some reason it looks like my camera won't focus. That's that is not my camera. As you can see, these little black dots on either side of the screen, it looks like swarms of bugs almost that are swarming around the moon. You can see, you can make out the, and now you'll see a flare. The flares are, for some reason, you can see where the flare starts, and it spreads across the surface of the moon a little bit at a time, and it actually looks like the moon is churning. Like there's something going on with the moon that is unexplainable. And you'll notice the fuzz that's created around the outer edges, the fact that the video won't crisp up. And usually video is much more crisper. You see the edges a lot better than you would film. Film is a little bit more softer. But you also see these, like I said, these swarms of particles that seem to be swirling and buzzing around the moon as this is happening. In this shot here, you actually see the bright spots start to happen in the top, and it spreads very quickly along the top, and it looks like it's erupting. It looks like a wave almost. Like a wave spreading across the surface of the moon. And this was taken last night, May 10th, 2020. And it wasn't that late at night. You're talking about maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock a.m. You can also see a bright spot. A couple of the shots, when I pull back, you can see what looks like almost like a beam of light being shot up towards the moon. I don't know if they're trying to create a hologram. On a moon this size, especially a full moon, the moon would act like a silver plate in the production of a hologram. In order to produce a hologram, you need two beams of light. The one beam of light on the A side of the hologram is directed to a mirror. Then the beam reflects from the mirror onto the subject, or onto the silver plate. And then the second beam is again sent off a mirror, and that's called the reference beam. And where these two beams cross each other, at that crossing point is where the hologram is produced. So one side of the beam is the subject beam, and the other side of the beam is the reference beam. And it would produce a hologram, and the moon, a full moon, would be the perfect silver plate to use in order to produce a hologram in the sky. Again, these swarms of what look like flies really bug me. They're either dust particles, or it is, I was thinking maybe they figured out how to manipulate black matter. Either that, or it has something to do with the RGB factor in the production of computer graphics. Again, this is a street shot right from the street in Kirkland Lake. There's not a lot of clouds out, and I'm going to zoom in at the moon again here. And you'll notice it is a different shape now. See, the beam is coming from the bottom left-hand corner. It starts, you're going to see it flare up once again. You can still see the particles in the air, all these little black dots flying around, but buzzing around. This one here, you can really see the energy in the air. That's supposed to be the moon, guys. In no way is that the moon. That is somebody shooting a laser beam at the moon. Why they're doing this is beyond me. I think it has something to do with the 5G network.